All right, welcome back to some more vintage cube action. We got the Power Max cube here. We're the first in the draft queue here, so it might take a minute to fire. Alpha Frog Inconceivable up to 45 trophies now. Ridiculous. I don't know how they even have the time to play that much. I'm having a lot of fun with this format. I think it goes. I was supposed to stop on the 16th. I didn't realize. I think they changed the scheduling a little bit because it goes off on the 16th, and then immediately another iteration of Vintage Cube starts, and it goes through January. So it'll be cool to see changes they make. I'm assuming that all of the initiative cards will be gone, and demonic consultation will be gone. Time Ball of Death will be gone. But yeah, I'll be interested to see kind of where they go with it. I think the list might be out already. I could be wrong. I think they tweeted about it, but I'm not sure if the list is actually out yet or if they just announced the dates. They tried like a dredge type, graveyard matters type kind of thing last time as the sort of off the typical vintage cube archetypes. So we'll see what they do for the next one. Maybe they'll bring Storm back. I've been pretty okay. I mean, I'm not like a huge Storm fan. I kind of like watching people play it, but I never drafted it like a ton. Oh, okay. Well, I'll stop rambling about that. We just opened a Black Lotus, so we got one yesterday. Felt pretty lucky. That deck had 3 pieces of power, and I actually passed 2 Moxen in that draft, so I saw 5 of the 9 pieces of power yesterday in one draft. And here we are with another Black Lotus to start with. Passing Mana Crypt, unfortunately. Mana Crypt is really strong, um, especially with these really solid 3 and 4 drops. That a lot of the 4s have initiative stuff going on. From the Catacombs, another example. It's a 5, but Mana Crypt is just so good with getting you advantage early, and like the life loss really doesn't matter at all because you just win so quickly with those. But I think Lotus is still better, not by a ton, but I think it's better. Passing Crypt, unfortunately, and then passing Goyf. I think we might be able to get like, I'm not even sure what. Maybe Rumble will come back. Not sure. So last time I drafted Lotus, I had a pretty sweet blue-green list. It should have trophied. I didn't end up trophying because I timed out in the first round. It's my own fault, of course, but the deck was extremely good. And I just completely stomped my next 2 opponents. Anyway, for this draft, I think Ponder's decent. Not really super interested in Pestermite combo. There's a Barrow-Goyf, which I think is good. Emberwild Captain, pretty good thing to get out with Lotus. Bristly Bill, Delighted Halfling, both fine. It's kind of a tough one. It's mostly just because there's nothing that like really stands out. I'm gonna go with the Captain, I guess. I think it's like my least favorite of the Monarch cards, but it's still a good Monarch card. Now we get Dismember, Smuggler's Copter, Couple Time Vault helpers. I'm just gonna take Dismember. I mean, Copter's also a card that keeps you open, but Dismember is really strong removal. I'll snag that over the Copter. Ursun Monstrosity I've really liked a lot. As far as cards that don't really impact the board, like interact with your opponent's stuff, it's still really worth it. I mean, 3 mana and attacks as like a 5/5, 6/6, 7/7 sometimes. Super good. And indestructible, so like they can't even, and it's got trample. Like they can't chump it, they can't really trade it off. Just it's gonna be dealing damage each turn. There's Displacer Kitten, which I mean, if we get like Tameo, it's a loop with Lotus. But I think for the most part, Displacer Kitten's pretty fragile. Kind of an expensive combo. Can be good though. I'm gonna take the Monstrosity. I think red-green's a pretty good place to be. Although there's a Deep Cavern Bat now too, and a Force of Will, and a Felia. A lot of good non-red-green cards. I don't think it's necessarily too late to take Force, but it doesn't really go with my first few picks. I might just take Felia. I think Naya Creatures is a good list. Try to pick up some fixing. This pack doesn't really go with that much, but could go into black and take Sculler. I haven't tried this Guardian yet. Maybe it's decent. I don't know. There's a Relic, Elspeth. Yeah, I'll try the Guardian, I guess. I haven't played it yet. Basalt Monolith. It's got some combos with it. Gemstone Caverns, Questing Beast. Blood Tithe is pretty good. I might just take Discharge. Good cheap removal. Hits Planeswalkers. I like Questing Beast, but I already have a couple. Well, I don't know. I mean, Guardian's kind of like a 3 with haste most of the time. Yeah, I guess I'll take Beast. I probably should take just Discharge there. There's Splinter Twin if I'd taken Pestermite. Aragorn. Probably on Paradise Druid, I think. Actually, Gaia's Cradle too. Gaia's Cradle's pretty good. I like the Druid into these 4s. Taps for any color. But I think Cradle's the move here. Turn 1 Questing Beast, yeah. That is another consideration with taking 4-drops, is when you have Lotus, 4-drops become a lot more appealing. Wow, we wheeled from the Catacombs, Wheel of Fortune, and Rumble, okay. Cobra's fine too, but I think I'd take Rumble over it. Wheel. I mean, Wheel and Lotus are good in like combo decks, but this doesn't seem like it's going to be that. I like Rumble. From the Catacombs is strong, but I don't really like being in black in this format, unless I'm comboing. Bristly Bill, Soul Guide. I think Bill's worth it. Soul Guide's pretty good too. Balustrade Worm, it's fine. I don't love it, but I don't think I want Depths or Kiora. I could take Kiora just in case I see Time Vault, but I think Worm could potentially be playable. I mean, Trample and Haste is decent with Initiative and Monarch running around. A couple of Horizon lands here. I'll take the Kitten actually, just in case I get like Tameo and I want to do that. Jace, Zagoth Triumph. Exploration seems decent. Elspeth. Survival. Okay. Not the best first pack. I kind of went down a route that I probably shouldn't have gone down. Just got some medium creatures. But here we are. So pack 2, we've opened a Mana Vault. Another way to just power up big 4-drops. 4s and 5s. There's an Emrakul, if we see channel. And then there's Endurance, Dark Confidant's pretty good. Volcanic Island for fixing. Spellbinder's decent. I just take the Vault. Okay, now we get Parallax Wave, Sacred Foundry, Sylvan. I like Sylvan, but the green's been coming fairly late. I didn't wheel everything, but like I wheeled Rumble and Bill. So I kind of want to take Sacred Foundry for fixing if I want to play the like white and red, which I assume I'll end up doing. Parallax Wave is super strong. So I think I'm going to try to wheel the Caryatid. It might not come around, but I'm going to see. I think the Might will probably wheel, at least. So it's between land and wave. I'm going to take the land, actually. I think getting the good fixing is worth it here. Okay. This pack's not very good for me. Spirit Guide could be decent. It's obviously not as good as like a Lotusing out a 4-drop, but getting it on turn 3 is still better than turn 4. There's a Through the Breach. Don't think I'm going to need Troll. Fiery Confluence is strong, but probably not where I'm going to be at. Pridemage might wheel. I'm going to take the Spirit Guide, I think. Treat it like a ritual. Ooh, a Johnny. Johnny and Inti both good. Stomping Ground too. Birds. Hex Drinker. Yeah, a lot of good ones I want here. But I think a Johnny's probably the best, and I'm going to try to play white for Felia anyway. Felia and Johnny, of course, work well together. Hopefully I can wheel something out of this. A lot of cards I would play. Okay, now we get Delta. Doesn't really help. I'm not blue or black. But Thoughtseize is a very good black card. And black has been pretty open this draft. I probably should be in black, but I guess I've been stubborn. I don't know. Guide of Souls is good, but I don't know how heavy white I'm going to be. Razorverge Thicket is also decent to fix for these. Maybe I take the Thicket. I don't love it, but I think I'll wheel something out of that. Vaultborn. Well, if I took Through the Breach, Vaultborn would be decent. I could still take it for like Flash or Sneak Attack, pack 3. Probably not on Crystal Vein. I think Eagles is okay. A Braid. Let's take Vaultborn. Rabblemaster, Skull Clamp. It's probably Skull Clamp. Oh, there's the channel for the Emrakul. Would I play Utopia Sprawl? Maybe. Might just take the Verge here. I only have one red card, but it's pretty good. Like, I doubt that Emrakul's gonna wheel. You know, like what else am I taking channel for? Just gonna take the land. I don't know. Endurance or Spellbinder. Man, I like both of these quite a bit. Dang. They're both really good. I'm gonna take the endurance. I don't know. It's a close one. Better card, Mystic Remora or Rhystic Study. I have to look at the exact wording on those again. I know like vaguely what both of them do, but I'll look at that in a second. I feel like they're pretty similar, if not identical. Lion Sash, Balance, Thraben. I think I'm just gonna take Zerrinor, but I don't think I'm gonna play any of those. Maybe Thraben would be worth it, but Zerrinor has potential to be combo stuff if I see the right things in pack 3. Pridemage Archon. Yeah, I like Pridemage a little more, I think. Okay, this was the pack with a lot of things I wanted. I think Hexdrinker is worth it over Stomping Ground. I have a couple red lands already. I only have one red card. Hexdrinker is really strong. Keen-Eyed Curator for the board, I guess. Eagles. Scale Lord, okay. Actually, Scale Lord might be a play in this deck with Mana Vault and Lotus. Okay, we're playing blue. Obviously, there's Flash for this Vaultborn. That's funny. I had like almost an identical pack yesterday. I had Time Walk and it was Mox, I think Pearl. I think it was Mox Pearl, and then Flash was next to Time Walk. Interesting. I like getting Time Walk pack 1 more than I like getting it pack 3 when I'm not in blue, but I'm still gonna take it and try to find some blue fixing. I think it's still better to take it over Mox, even though I am trying to play at least one red card. Time Walk is just that good. So let's slam it. Now we get Taiga, Woodfall Primus. Primus would be good if we took Flash, of course, but we're not on there. Jitte. Walk-in Closet for Zerrinorb. We get Fast Bond. But I'm just going to take Taiga. Maybe it'll help with my other fixing if I get some blue stuff. I already passed Ketria Triumph, unfortunately. I think I passed Sparse Headquarters too. I don't know. Psychic Frog is really strong. I wish I'd been blue-black so Time Walk could fit better and I could take Psychic Frog here. But alas, we are not. Yeah, I'm gonna go Taiga. Okay. Now we get Uro. Doesn't help me fix for blue, just adds more blue requirements. Meticulous Archive. I mean, Archive I can get with Eagles. Wasteland's decent too. Council's Judgment. Yeah, I'll take Archive, I guess. I don't love it, but... Ooh, Undermount Adventurer. That's a great one to load us out. Red and 6, but I don't have any fetches yet. Probably won't get any at this point. Yeah, I'll take the Adventure. Okay. Well, I need some more blue fixing. I didn't wheel that Caryatid, which sucks. What's up, Mason? Building a Rick, Steadfast Leader. On a white deck, do you think it would be good? I don't know. If you're talking about Commander, I'm not like super well versed on Commander stuff. Um, got Esper Sentinel, Allen Liberator. There's the sneak attack for Voltborn. I guess it's possible Primus Wheels, but with only Voltborn, I don't think sneak is quite worth it. I could take Grim Monolith to help cast, just hard cast Tyrant and play like Worm and stuff. Scale Lord. Seems okay. I mean, there's a Stormseeker, I guess, and Liberator. But let's just take the Grim. Temple Garden. Yeah, I mean, well, there's Salvagers for Lotus combo too. Maybe I take that. Green Suns is okay. Doesn't seem all that great. I don't have dorks or anything. So I think it's between Temple Garden and Salvagers. Temple Garden is nice with Eagles to be able to actually get green white for my twos and stuff. But I think the upside of Salvagers combos probably makes it worth it. Oh, now there's the Fast Bond. Othari too. A lot of hits in this one. Avacyn's Pilgrim would be great. Fast Bond, Springheart, Othari, all good. I don't think I'm going to get Walk-in Closet back. I might, though. Maybe it's worth taking Fast Bond just for the possibility. Because I could bring Orb back in. Authority is pretty strong, though. Yeah, I'm just going to take Othari. I don't know, maybe that's wrong. And now we get Excavator, and we're probably going to wheel the Walk-in Closet. That's okay. I'm going to take Noble. It's blue fixing. It's ramp that this deck needs. I already passed the Fast Bond, so I'll just take the Noble. Wield the Flash? No way. Okay. I mean, I guess I do have the Voltborn. Does that mean I'm going to get Primus back? Maybe not. Dang, I like 6, but if I'm already trying to splash Time Walk, am I really playing Flash in this? Problem is I would play 6. I think it's just 6. I think it's gonna, of course, we will the Primus. Damn it. Had to have faith. And the Closet. Sheesh. Alright, well, at this point I'm not playing Primus, so I'll just take the Closet. I guess there's a world where Fastbond wheels. Cankerbloom. I don't think I'm Othariing. I'll take Bloom for the board. Sure, Yavimaya. Liberator. Although Talisman does tap for blue. Yeah. This is a very awkward blue splash. Oh, wow. Pilgrim on the wheel is great. That is nice. Okay. I'm thinking maybe between Lotus, Monolith, and Vault that we can maybe play Vault-born Tyrant anyway. I mean, it's literally born of the Vault. Couldn't script it any better. But it may also just be a cut. Hmm. very little interaction. Could cut the red, but my red fixing is pretty good. Like I probably wouldn't even need to add a mountain. Like I already have 1, 2, 3, 4 red sources for 2 cards. A 4 and a 5 drop. I'll probably cut Scale Lord. I think it's the worst of the 5s. Hmm. I want to try this Guardian, but I really think it's just the worst card in the deck here. Like it makes 2 1/1 things when it dies. You draw a card. I don't know. It seems fine, but I think my other stuff's just better. Could go 16 plus Lotus Vault Dorks. Doesn't seem too crazy. I mean, maybe I'm supposed to just cut the Vaultborn too. Yeah, let's cut Vaultborn, play like a Liberator, and play 16. Like I said, not the best blue splash here, but we're gonna try it out. Don't need black. I guess I'll take 1 island. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or no, Eagles isn't the green source. 9. I don't think I need a mountain. Alright, roll with this, see what happens. What's up, Bokura? Add Grathama? What are you talking about? Alright, we are on the draw. Okay, Lotus for white, play Vault. Play Salvagers. Okay, so that doesn't quite do it. If I draw a land, I can play everything. I mean, I think I'm keeping. I'm on the draw. If I draw a land, I pretty much just win, so I think it's worth it. Even if I whiff once, I think I'm pretty good odds to win here. I could play it safe and just go Lotus. I mean, it's not nearly as impactful a play, but I could go Lotus, Mana Vault into Ariaka Salvagers. It's not quite because I have to play the Salvagers first, right? So I would have to have 6 mana. This would be Lotus, crack for 3, use 1 to play Vault, to go down to 2, tap Vault for 3, and use 1 white to play Salvagers. I'd only have 1 white left. So I wouldn't be able to do it. I'd have to draw a land here. There we go. So now we got it. Now we get to play our entire hand. Unless they have Fatal Push, because they do have a fetch land for it. So I have to do it for white for a little bit so I can actually activate the Salvagers. It's done here. This is like the slowest infinite mana combo there is. Takes a million clicks. Also because it's a 0 mana spell, it does that like cast thing. So just an extra click because it's 0 mana. Yes, I'd like to cast it because I'm clicking on it. I mean, I understand, but whatever. It doesn't help when I keep going out of order. I've done it now like 10 times and I'm still going out of order. All right. Questing Beast. And 6. And Noble. Exalted. Okay, go ahead. You may go. GG. Nice. That worked out. So the red white, that doesn't tell me a ton, but probably not comboing too much. Probably going to be aggressive. Might want exploration here on the draw. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just run it back. All right. It's an interesting hand. I could jam the time walk, but it's so much better if the monstrosity's out before I play it. Guide of Souls. Oh, we have a guide of our own. I think I start with Archive and then might go nuts next turn. It's probably not the best card to be drawing right now. It's a good card usually, but I don't think it combos super well with Monstrosity and 0 other creatures against colors that could easily exile it for no effect. 4th for nothing? Really? Okay. I'm fine with that. I mean, yeah, they get Monarch. Even for 0, 4th is still effective, but let's see. So I could just play Monstrosity and say go. I could play Monolith into Time Walk. But then I'd just waste that mana. I could play 6 first to maybe bait out removal. Play Monstrosity after that. It's less likely they can kill a 4 toughness creature. What happens if I just Time Walk here? Next turn I can go Monolith into... No, I can't quite play Monstrosity and 6. I'm just gonna play the 6, I think. It's not as good at taking Monarch, but it's less fragile to removal, slightly. Plus with Time Walk, I think I can take it on my second turn, probably. Permanent cards, of course. Yeah, that makes sense. Did I play Skullclamp first? I think I might. I'll attack first. I guess they could have something here, but they're letting me attack, so maybe not. Hex Drinker's pretty good. Gonna jump. Jump and have a bolt or something. Yeah. See, I kind of figured. I prefer that as opposed to just taking Monarch with Monstrosity. Make them use 2 cards. I get my land. I don't get to play Skull Clam because I didn't play it pre-combat. It's kind of what I was worried about there, but I think I got plenty of other stuff to play. Hmm. Color requirements are awkward here. I think it's still better to just play Monstrosity, pass, and then if they kill it, they kill it. If they don't, I'm likely going to be able to take Monarch, and then I can Time Walk. It's just like way better to have a creature out when you Time Walk, especially one like Monstrosity. Did you pick up the key? No, I did not. But I have Monolith Mana Vault. The key would be good in this deck. I have Monolith Mana Vault, Black Lotus, and a bunch of good 4s. Okay, I mean, that's a good card, but now I get to take Initiative and the Monarch, so not sure about this one. They get to take it back if I don't have removal, but they don't know that I have Time Walk. It's going to be good for me. But they've already drawn, I think, 3 cards off Monarch, so they've gotten some good work out of it. Ooh, now he drew Dismember for Dungeoneer. One of my few interactive spells. I think I played Liberator first, though. Alright, let's attack with Monstrosity. I guess I could Time Walk first for an extra damage. But let's just do this and see if they have like Solitude or something weird. Might change my plans a little bit. Right. Forge it up. Hmm. I don't think I play Monolith. Let's see what we draw. Philia. Okay, I think I'm going to dismember this, but I'll see what else they do first. If they play like Othari, I think I might change my plan a little bit. I'll probably still dismember the Dungeoneer, but then I can play Endurance. I could do that anyway, but now I have the option to play like Endurance and Felia if I wanted. I doubt that'll come up though. Probably still gonna end up dismembering the Dungeoneer. I mean, they have to take initiative here. I have 2 flash creatures and dismember. Kind of wish I played Monolith now, but I thought I was gonna need all my colors. If I played Monolith and I didn't draw Felia, I was gonna have to use Dismember. I would have to use Monolith just to play Dismember and Endurance. They have reprieve. Oh, also, yeah, I totally knew that my trap breaker was going to flip. That's totally the reason I didn't play Dismember. All right, GG. Yeah, that was pretty good. Infinite mana, game one. Take the initiative, Monarch, Time Walk, game two. Easy dubs. So this is the deck, David, if you're still around. A couple cards on the board I would consider playing, but this is what I went with. I kind of want to bring Vaultborn in, but I don't know. The only way I really play Vaultborn is by getting like a good Mana Vault Grim Monolith hand, but or Lotus or whatever. But at that point, it's like I'm probably gonna be able to win with my fours and fives if I have those. There are just too many times where I think Vaultborn's kind of dead in my hand. Love Questing Beast, yeah, me too. Ooh, speaking of Mana Vault Grim Monolith, could have a pretty hefty Hex Drinker in turn two. Let's see, so how would that work? I'm on the draw. I go Taiga, Drinker. Turn two, Monolith, Vault. I got two is five, up to five. I mean, that's okay, but probably not worth it. I still keep, though. I mean, it's still a good hand. I just don't know if I'm going to, like, jam Monolith and Vault into the Hex Drinker immediately. I may even just start with Vault before the Drinker. If they're playing white. Nah, I lied. I'm just going to play Hex Drinker. If I don't draw anything to play, I'm going to want to just Vault into the Hex Drinker, probably. I don't like that they have double white and they're not playing anything, though. Probably means they have an answer for Drinker. Hmm. Let's go Grim Monolith. Okay, they're F6'd. Okay, Pro Instance is good. Thrones Ichor is when you started playing. Nice. Yeah, I like both of those draft sets a lot too. Council's Judgment. That'll do it. Ooh, the Archive. Felia. Good card, but not when you have nothing else going on. Can blink Monolith. I just have to imagine they can block a 2/2. I think I kind of have to bin it. Unfortunately, I just don't have anything else going on. It'd be different if I was like drawing it, if it was like a preordained, but yeah, got sour news for you. I've drawn nothing but lands. Well, I would have drawn a Ophelia, I guess, but I did it to myself. Balustrade Worm. It's a pretty good one. They might still have removal, but they haven't had it up to this point, so. To be fair, I could have still casted that through Spellbinder even if they exiled it, so them whiffing really wasn't a big deal. As far as like, oh, of course I whiff and then you draw something. The Thoughtseize problem. Just for the record. They're down to 11, but they have a binder and 5 cards. Significantly more action than I have. Delirium, I return to the battlefield with finality. Okay. Whatever. Yeah, Adeline's a problem. I basically just can't hit any more lands. If I draw like any more lands, I'm probably dead. If I draw a double green card, it's bad. Or a white card. I'm gonna hold off for this turn. Of course, we just draw a Lotus. Cool. Cool. Sure. Keep the Lotus in hand for now. Unfortunately, they're not at 10. I could attack if they were at 10. Yeah, just have to pass, I think. Like, they inevitably have more creatures and stuff. So I'm probably going to be trading with Adeline. If I attack, though, they just hit me for 1,000,000. Fury. Okay. I mean, I'm planning on trading with Adeline anyway, unless they have a burn spell to follow up. I mean, yeah, it makes it where I can't just, like, eat a 1/1, but I was planning on trading anyway. Yeah. The flood is real. GG. I think we're good. Run it back. I don't think I can really keep this. No green, no acceleration. I could like surveil into something, but it's pretty thin. Sand looks good though. Put back like Felia maybe. I could put back one of the 4s. I guess it's Questing Beast since that's double green. But I'll have extra mana with Pilgrim. Or no, because I have a tapped land. Yeah, I should put the Questing Beast back because it's double green. I know Yavimaya gives me double, but the artifact will be tapped, so I'd have to draw another land. I've got Adventurer to play off of it, so should be good. Ah, that sucks. Land? Okay. Well, I could play the Monolith now, but that opens it up to like a Braid or something. I might just play Archive now. And then next turn, Monolith into Adventure. I think that's a little better. Captain, yeah, it's gotta go. Could lay down some more defenses, like play 6 first, so I don't get initiative and then they just remove the adventure and take initiative. That's smart. I'm smart sometimes. At least I've done smart things. Because like 6 obviously isn't that great with a Lion Sash out. You know, they can just exile my good stuff, but they don't exile anything. So what do they have? Hmm. Lion Sash can go up to a 3/3. Yeah, I'll attack. Or well, maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. It just fuels the Lion Sash even more. I don't need to play it off Monolith. Do I have a mountain in the deck? I don't think I do, actually. It's unfortunate. Look at a Plains, I guess. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I could have maybe gotten a land out of the 6th trigger and then done whatever, but now I at least have 2 blockers. Hopefully they don't have Headliner Scarlet or something silly. Spellbinder's fine. 6 has reach, so until they deal with that, we should be good. They send Felia away. Yeah, I think I go Forge. I mean, not super aggro, but I think putting it on the adventure is worth it. You have a path or swords or something. Okay. Let's rumble. I think Eagles is actually what I want. Salvagers is fine, but another flyer I think is good if we're battling for initiative. If they get rid of 6. Could actually play it too. I mean, after I attack with adventure, of course. Could also just play salvagers with this planes. Either way, I'm attacking. I mean, they can double block and trade, but I think I'm very okay with that. I can just replay it with 6. Blocks, okay. Okay. If they have removal for 6, they can take initiative, but if they don't take initiative, I think pretty favored. They're gonna have 5 mana, 4 cards, so I assume they have a way to either get rid of 6 or have enough haste creatures or something. Not too difficult for red-white to take initiative here. But they didn't do it last turn, so it's possible they don't have enough. Attacking with both. Do they not realize that 6 has reach? Or do they not care? Seems like maybe they just didn't realize I had reach. Ah, I see. I stand corrected. They had a plan after all. So they send the Eagles. Trap ya. I mean, if they don't have another like removal spell or creature or something. Let's see, Monolith. So I can cast Eagles, but I'd have to tap Adventure. It kind of defeats the purpose. I guess it would make it to where nothing trades with Spellbinder. Everything kills it. They have to block one. Because if I attack now, they can just like eat 6. Or just take 5 from Adventure if I just attack with that. I think I just play Monolith this turn, play Felia on their end step, and then I'll go for Eagles after that. And I have all my mana. Could also play Eagles now. Keep them from making me eat 6. I guess that's probably better. Because now I have 2 blockers on Spellbinder. So I think as long as I can keep initiative, I should be able to win. Attacking with Spellbinder. Okay. You have Essevine's Reclamation now. Five red. Fury. Okay. Kill 6. Makes sense. Alright, draw an extra card. Balustrade Worm, that should do it. Block, yeah. GG. On to game 3. Hmm. Yeah. Run it back, I think. Ooh, that's a lot of mana. Turn 1 captain? Sure. What could go wrong? I have one card that impacts the board in my hand. On the draw against red-white, 2 toughness creature. Putting the monarch out there. What could go wrong? mm. Do I want Pilgrim out also? Because I could play Pilgrim and then Lotus out Monolith into Captain. Just have like another blocker. It would suck if they have Fury, I guess. Hmm. Yeah, actually, I'm just going to play Vault. If they have Fury, I'm going to prefer that that's out. Also, if I draw Balustrade Worm. I was even thinking of that exact card. That's funny. Because now I have double green next turn for the Worm. No plays, huh? Alright, they've had enough. That was a silly hand. I mean, that's why, when you have these cards, Lotus, Vault, Monolith, that's why you put a slightly higher number of 4s and 5s in your deck. You're happy about it. Luckily, they didn't have the Bolt. They didn't have any early creatures, so easy dub. GG's. Alright, see if we can get a trophy. Play first. Can't keep this one. No Lotus. This is okay. Keep, I think I just get rid of Felia. No telling when I'm going to be able to play that. Luckily, even if they kill Hexdrinker, Gaia's Cradle still taps for mana thanks to Yavimaya. Oh, Time Walk's good. I kind of want to play Liberator in case they don't have a 2. Yeah, let's do that. Uh-oh. Oh, Inti, okay. So, I mean, they can discard something, but I'm assuming they won't be able to play whatever they flip. But they can get in for 3 if they would like. Copperline Gorge, alright. I messed up. I should have played Cradle last turn. Because if I played Cradle last turn, I could tap Cradle, play Bristly Bill, play the island, and then Time Walk. But now, if I want to get the landfall from Bristly Bill, I need to play it with Cradle. Or sorry, I need to play it now, which would use the Time Walk mana. But I think I'll just take... I'll take the Time Walk plus leveling Hex Drinker line. It's not quite as good, but... Actually, what am I doing? I should still definitely play the Bill. Level it next turn. Because then I won't be playing a creature and I can flip Liberator. Alright. You have 2 mana and an Inti. Okay, 1 mana and an Inti. I mean, they could also have Lotus. You never know. Alright, they've had enough. GG. Hmm. Yeah, run it back. I didn't really see much reason to sideboard anything. Ooh, the first appearance of a Johnny. Yeah, I'm keeping... I guess I start with Archive. I'll just go a Johnny turn 2. I could also... No, I guess if I Eagles for Sacred Foundry, I won't be playing Vault, which means I can't Othari turn 2. I'd have to draw a Sacred Foundry. Yeah, I think I play Archive. Yeah, keep that. I know I'm looking for lands, but I can Eagles for a land. NT. Okay. Could go ahead and dismember that and just play Vault. It's not a terrible plan. So I have Vault out, get that. Like an Othari. Sure. Okay, Fable's good. Taiga. Oh, there we go. There's a red source anyway. So I could even Rumble first if I wanted. Oh wait. Yeah, yeah, I can. Felia, Bristly Bill. Take a Felia, I think. No Solitude, please. Oh god, they have Solitude. No, maybe not. They're just disappointed. No blocks, okay. I mean, they have a lot of cards here, a lot of mana. A lot of colors. As strong as Othari is, it is pretty vulnerable to removal, just 3 toughness, so. If it's like Fiery Confluence, they could take out the Rebel too, so I can't get it back. Okay. Needlehead. Sure. Skullclamp of Johnny is pretty good. Hmm. And I think I Eagles first, so let's just do that. Get a Plains. Don't need double red. Yeah, I just attack with everybody. I could leave the rebel back, but it's gonna make two more rebels, so they're gonna eat one of them anyway. I go up to 18, so I'm relatively comfortable in life. They're gonna trade anyway. It's nice. Okay, it's good for me. Let's see. I think I actually just hold up endurance. Maybe eat the goblin shaman. And then I can skull clamp a Johnny on my turn and then go ahead and flip it and bash for 1,000,000. Jace. That's unexpected. Okay. Do they have like demonic consultation? But they already activated, so I guess not. They mill Omnath Goldspan. I think they know I have Felia, right? Maybe they think I'm just Feliaing. Yeah, I'm gonna bottom those actually. It keeps them off of escaping Challenger a little bit. I know they can just mill again with Jace, but if they pull off some weird brain freeze thing, putting more cards in their library seems good. They can play more spells. Oh, Time Walk seals it. Alright, Time Walk makes it easy. I'll just go ahead and play that and see if they scoop. No scoop, huh? I mean, I feel like this is kind of just lethal anyway, but I guess they go to 2 if they jump. 1 if they trade. Or if they double trade, they go to 1 still. Well, that doesn't work. GG. I think they'd probably give it up. GG. Trophy with Naya. Plus Time Walk. Pretty important blue splash there. We saw Time Walk in like most games, it felt like, and we were able to cast it off like 3 sources. Pretty lucky, but you got to get a little lucky to trophy in Vintage Cube, so I will take it. Pretty good deck. Not the best through and through, little shaky in the mid range, but we have Black Lotus Time Walk, so bound to get some victories. Plus Vault and Monolith were great there too, powering out the Adventure, Captain, Worm, Athari. I think this was a pretty good list. But yeah, I think that one went by pretty quick. Hour and a half, full draft and matches, so I think I can join another one. I have the right. I'm gonna go downstairs real quick and grab a snack. I'll be right back. Oh, sorry. Okay, 10 seconds. That was a really bad pack one. Three, two. I'm gonna go with my old reliable Ursine monstrosity. Sorry, I'm out of breath now. Ran back upstairs. My cat was doing something dumb. Sort. Okay. Huh. Well, this pack is much better in a variety of colors. Ocelot Pride is great. Solid one drop. Lightning Bolt, of course, classic. Super solid removal. Can finish the game too. Fury's awesome. Feywild Caretaker is a really good initiative card, but it is 5 mana. Might go with the Ocelot Pride. Pass these red cards. It's tough though. I do like red green a lot. But yeah, let's go Pride. Maybe be able to wheel the plateau if we go Naya again. Salvagers, nah. If you don't have Lotus, I don't think you should ever take Salvagers. Restoration Angel. This pack is bad. We had bad pack, great pack, bad pack. I might even just take World Spine in case I see Flash. Seems like the highest upside play. The rest of these cards are like just not. It's mostly filler. Like Firebolt's okay in red, but I don't know if I'm even going to be red. Certainly not a card that pulls you into red. I just passed Bolt and Fury, so might not be getting much the other way. I'm going to take World Spine. If we get like Natural Order or Flash or something, or maybe we end up with like a Sneak Attack deck or something like that. Okay, now we get a bunch more red cards. Gut and Chain Lightning both really solid. Needlehead's fine. Conscripts is kind of whatever. Got a Remand here too. I might just take Windswept Heath. It's not a great sign that there's not like solid green, solid white in these packs. But Windswept Heath is still here. So I'm gonna maybe just guess that this pack didn't have a lot of green white in it. I don't know. Red seems fairly open though. I mean, if Chain Lightning is coming, 4th pick with Gut, I should probably be getting into red. But I think either way, Windswept Heath is a good pick. We'll just go from there. Now we get Path, Demonic Consultation. We're not really on that route. Ralgren Triumph, Elegant Parlor. Pride Mage is on color. I wouldn't be surprised if that wheeled though, even with just a few cards left. I'm gonna take Path, I think, over like Seraph and Pride Mage. It's good removal. Now we get Savannah, Wooded Foothills, Omnath, Chariot, a late Mana Leak, some good blue coming around. I'm on Foothills, I think. Fetches are great. Got green red, green white, perfect Naya fetches, of course. Just missing Arid Mesa. Sometimes Omnath wheels, like, it's not super often, but sometimes people just aren't on the 4 or 5 color thing and it comes around. This is not a bad pack. I mean, Consultation's gone, so maybe somebody will take that with Oracle and then these other random, like, 2s and Mana Tithe. You never know. Savannah would be good, but I think I'd take Foothills for the red splash if it comes up. Now we get Nadu. Kavu's good too. I mean, we got the red fetch, but Nadu's way more powerful. And I think I like it more than, you know, Sunfall or whatever. Alright, we have a plan. Find blue fixing and find lightning greaves. Stern Scolding. Ulvenwald Oddity, Shifting Woodland. I like Flage too. But picking up Nadu, we're already now 3 colors. Kinda. I don't think going into a 4th with Flage is a great idea. I think I'd rather just take Woodland probably. Or Proving Ground maybe. Take the Woodland. Woodland's pretty good. Wield the Commercial District, Razor Verge Thicket. Fall from Favor hasn't seemed that great. Because a lot of creatures have abilities on the field and it doesn't take those away. That you can usually find a way to deal with the body too, or get rid of the fall. So it's a cheap way to get Monarch though. I'm gonna take the Archive actually. And we get Plateau. Wield the Fury. Wow. Wish I was in red. As odd as it sounds, I think I'm actually supposed to just take the Plateau and find a card that's better to splash in red rather than take Fury. But I could... this has been a weird draft because Nadu came late, but then we were wheeling a Fury. I don't know. So the green blue's open somehow, but also red, and I guess white's getting cut. This has been weird. Take the Salvagers, I guess. I don't really care about those other ones. I'll take it in case I open Lotus. Soul Cauldron, Chain Lightning. Alright, I'll take Chain Lightning now. Maybe I am just 4 colors. Pridemage Wield, that's nice. Savannah Wield, that's perfect. And Kavu, okay. So we probably are going to be 4 colors. We have good fixing. Okay, pack 2, pick one. We have a couple good ones here. We have Parallax Wave and the One Ring. Titania is here too. We already have a couple fetches, so it'd be nice. But I don't think it's quite as good as the One Ring or Parallax Wave. There's a channel too, but yeah, I think it's just the ring. The ring's really good. Parallax Wave's a close second, I'd say, but take the ring. Now we get Volcanic Island, Wasteland, Prismatic Vista, Gaia's Cradle, Pest Infestation. All pretty strong. I'm probably going to take a land. I think Vista is going to be good. I mean, I have 6 non-basics already, so I won't have like a ton of basics, but I think I'll have enough for Vista to be fine. And Volcanic does help, you know, we're 4 colors, so blue-red obviously is going to help a little bit. But I don't think it's quite as good as a Vista. Pest Infestation, I do like it. I think it's a little bit better in a slightly less powered cube. It's still very good though. But like not nearly as many people are playing like the heavier artifact lists where it's really solid. Still a great card, but I think I'm going to take the land over it. I don't know, that's close. Oh, speaking of close, we have Undermountain Adventure and Comet in the same pack. There's a reprieve too, but I think I would take one of these two. Fours are good. Leaning towards Adventurer, but Comet is pretty strong. Hmm. Dang, that's tough. I'm going to go with the Adventurer. It's easier to cast. I think they have a similar impact, and Adventurer's impact is more consistent. I'm going to go with that. Because there are times where you play Comet and you're like, all right, here we go. And you just like get two squirrels, or you, you get a minus that doesn't do anything or whatever. Adventure, it's like, it's a 3/4 of the vigilance that gives you initiative, and then you go from there. Now we get Tracker, but I think I'm going to take Hierarch. Yeah. It's much easier to replace like random three drop value creature than it is to replace good mana dork that taps for most of your colors. Now we get Safekeeper for the Nadu. Arwen's good too. I would love to wheel that. It might wheel. I mean, there's some playable cards for sure. Like Karn Priest are great. Probe. If somebody's on Reanimate or Shallow Grave. I guess. So if I take, it'll be 3 cards left. So if somebody takes these lands, yeah, I think it'll probably be like Vindicate, Pillage, and Arwen, all 3 of these, or like maybe one of the lands instead. But yeah, I'll take Safekeeper. Hopefully wheel the Arwen, or I take the Priest too, but I don't know if that'll come around. Okay, Hexdrinker's good. Commando, nah. Barber's fine. I mean, Heat's okay. I just don't really want more like cheap burn spells. I'm not going to be super heavy red. I think I'd rather take the Hexdrinker. I didn't take the Gaia's Cradle, so Knight's not quite as appealing. Take the 1-drop. Utopia Sprawl, Passageway Seer, another initiative card, but we're not black right now. It's also among the worst of the initiative cards, but they're all pretty good. I think I'm on Botanical Sanctum. Usher's fine. Makes more bodies for Nadu, but I may not have the best like turn 1 white sources. I have a good amount already, but I think I'm on Botanical Sanctum just for more fixing over Sprawl, Echo. Aragorn's good. Hallowed Fountain's great too, though. I already have an Archive, but an untapped blue-white source would be good too. I think I'd rather have Aragorn. Aragorn's a good 4. But, I mean, Hallowed Fountain's also nice, I guess. I just don't have a lot of blue-white. Like, I have Ocelot Pride, and Pride Mage is fine. I might not even end up main decking it, depending on what we end up with, but there's Nadu too in blue, of course, but I think Aragorn's worth taking over the Fountain. Because my fixing's already pretty good. Canopy, Titania, Lorien Revealed. Man, Lorien Revealed is good, but I'm not sure how great it's going to be in this deck. I have Archive, yeah. I think Titania is worth taking. I have 3 fetches now. Safekeeper, yeah, seems good. Llanowar Elves, Overgrown Tomb, Wasteland. I like the elves to try to get like turn 2 Monstrosity or Nadu. But Overgrown Tomb for a potential black splash is good. Also for Kavu. Wasteland's good too. Maybe I should have taken Wasteland, but I'm gonna take the Tomb. Which opens the door for pack 3 to get like Grist or some other black card I might want. Same with Zagoth Triumph. Although I'll put that in the board for now. Dark Slick, Morphos. I don't think I'll want Dark Slick. There's a world where I take Time Spiral. Alright, Arwen Wield. I was close. So Absent Wield instead of Vindicate. Arwen's good. Sphinx. Alright, we got the Usher too. I'll leave it in for now, I guess. Whatever. I have a decent number of turn 1 white sources already. Ooh, pack 3, we get a Swords to Plowshares. Pretty good. There's a Malevolent Rumble here. Galvanic Discharge is good. And I think Palantir would be fine. But easy swords. Okay. Get a couple elves. Green Sun Zenith. Okay, Fire Covenant's not the craziest black splash. Luminarch Aspirant is fine. I like Avacyn's Pilgrim here. Helps with playing the white cards. Wouldn't mind having another dork. I passed up on Llanowar Elves, but I think Pilgrim's pretty good. I think odds are decent that I wheel the Pilgrim, though. So I think I take Zenith. Finds Nadu, finds Titania, and the like. Okay, now we get Malcolm, Pre-War, Formalware. I don't think I'm a counterspell deck. Bristly Bill is good. There's a Thornspire Verge, too. But I think I'm good on the lands for now. Pre-War is pretty strong. Pretty big fan of Bristly Bill, though, especially with 3 fetch lands. And with Nadu. Yeah, let's go Bill. Hopefully I wheel something decent between like Formalware, Verge, Tamiyo, Malcolm. We'll see. I'm gonna take the Bill though. Kinda all in on the Nadu. Okay, Springheart's a good one. There's the Grist I was talking about. We could splash. There's a memory lapse too. Yeah, a few good ones. Skyclave, also an option. Nantuko would be more appealing if I already had Lightning Greaves, because it makes, every time you get a land, makes another creature to get 2 more triggers. But I think without the Greaves, I'm more inclined to take Grist on the splash with the Overgrown Tomb. Lapse is pretty good too, though. I just feel like I'm going to be more proactive than Lapse will. Or like what you normally do with Memory Lapse. Like I think I'm just going to want to be playing creatures pretty much every turn. Now we get Flame Slash, Goldspan, Balustrade Worm, hits pretty hard. Can't be countered. There's a Jetmir's Garden here though, I might just take that one. Pretty good try land for me. Over Uro. Yeah, Worm, Dragon, yeah. All pretty solid, but I think I just take another land. I only have the one other tap land, so I can afford it. Okay, Temple Garden. Probably don't need the Blood Crypt for the Grist. I think I just live on what I got here. I already have Savannah, so Temple Garden's not super necessary. Still be fine though, of course. I think I'd rather have Spellbinder. I still have room for like 3 more cards. Spellbinder's a good one. Whoa, it's a very late Oko. I'll slam that. I'd love to have Sacred Foundry, but yeah, Oko's way too good to pass up. Hedge Maze. Elves, you know, help splash Grist, but I think I take the Hedge Maze. Don't want to just take random damage when I only have 1 black card. Those 2 other elves, I'm probably going to wheel at least one of those. So I think I take the land over a Braid. Galvanic Discharge, Rumble. Haywire Might too. It's pretty good. Yeah, I could take the Might. Put it in the board. I think Rumble's pretty solid though. Over the Discharge. Alright, wield the Pilgrim. I prefer that one. So I guess whoever took that Utopia Sprawl probably took Arbor Elf. Aspirant would be fine. Covenant would be good. But I'm going to go with the Pilgrim. Another dork to get these 3s out early. Value for the board's fine. I think I was supposed to wheel something out of that, but I forget what it was. At this point, I think the Chain Lightning can go. Splash red for Aragorn and Kavu. Godless Shrine. I mean, Oust is good too, though. Yeah, I'll take an Oust, actually. Wield the Uro and the Worm. Yeah, I like Uro. Got the Temple Garden, nice. Take that of advantage. Okay, cool. I'm gonna ditch this Sanctum now. I think we're good on blue-green. Oh, and we got the Foundry. Holy shit. People not taking lands. Okay. Pretty good. Gotta make like 2 cuts, I think. I think Usher can go. Pride Mage can probably go too. Yeah, this looks good. Looks quite good. Not a bad Thalia deck. I could main it, but I'm going to leave it in the board for now. Roll with this. 4 color creatures plus Grist. I guess it's 5 colors. Okay, what's the mana situation? Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 green before we add anything. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does this get blue? No. Oh yeah, it does. Hedge Maze. Okay, so 5-ish. I think I want 1 island. 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 red if I don't add a mountain. 7 if I do add a mountain. And then white, we have a ton. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 white. It's pretty good. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 green with this. Do I want a mountain or just another forest? Probably just another forest. I know it only drops me down to 5 red, but I think 11 green's okay. I'll add a mountain. Run it like this. Let's play some games. I might actually call it early on this one. I might just play this one match and then call it because I gotta get some dinner. But we'll see how it goes. Unfortunately, didn't end up with a Lightning Greaves or Skull Clamp for Nadu. But I think between Safekeeper and Bristly Bill, we'll still be able to trigger it quite a bit. If we can get it out. Kind of works okay with Oko too. You can just elk your own stuff. Sounds great. Opponent mauls to 5. Ah, a Sprawl Gamer. White. Okay, the mirror. Yuck. Mel Torston. Okay. So I'm assuming they're a Flash player. Yeah. Spellbinded up. Ooh, Coveted Jewel. I didn't expect that. So make Liberator cost 4. So if they rip a land, they just play that. And it's like nothing happened, basically. Or I could send Jewel to the Shadow Realm. I mean, Liberator doesn't do a ton. I'm just going to play the One Ring and then Titania. Yeah, sure. Just get rid of Jewel. You can play Liberator, I guess. Mill a land, I take 5. Zenith. Okay. Might as well attack, because they can't deal any damage to me next turn. Not going to be able to really erase Monstrosity. I need to draw something here, but if I can draw something next turn, I have high hopes, like a Swords or Path. But they have to attack here. That makes them attack, so it's not like they're unaware of that. Take one. Oko. That's something. That works. Don't think I need the Green Suns. I will still One Ring. Try to hit something. Bristly Bill. In order to have the green sources for that, I'd have to take 2 off the Temple Garden. That doesn't seem like a great idea. But 3, 3. Go to 8. Trade. Yeah. I'm gonna risk it, I guess. Put the counter on Bill so I can double trade if I need. It's Elkia. Pass the turn. Alright. I do need to find a way to win quickly, but fingers crossed I can get there. Wow, they scoop. Really? Okay, maybe they just drew 2 lands or something. But, I mean, I have a One Ring going and I'm at 10. Feels like I would have let it go a turn or 2 more, but whatever. I'm not complaining. Well, they're playing Coveted Jewel, so I don't know what they like Show and Tell maybe. That's why they had Torsten. They're like Show and Tell, Flash, Big Creatures, Coveted Jewel, maybe Portal to Phyrexia. So, like, Pride Mage might be something. Chain Lightning. Chain Lightning kills Monstrosity, which might be difficult to deal with. But I kind of dealt with it there. Like, I have Grist, Path, Swords, Oust. I have some stuff. Oko. It's mostly just Pride Mage that if they have other artifacts. Yeah, let's run it back. Good hand. Ah, okay. Very much the mirror, it looks like. Could oust it. Let's get a forest. I know I'm going to want double green, so I'll go ahead and do this. I'm tempted to block. I know how valuable Safekeeper can be at certain points. Ocelot Pride. It's a good card. I kind of like playing that and then playing Bill next turn and fetching, throwing some counters on the Pride. Yeah, sure, let's do that. Pride. Level. Okay. Hex Drinker. Okay. I like it. Sacred Foundry. Yeah, it works. Works for me. I guess I want blue, right? Or no, I think I should get... No. I mean, leveling Hex Drinker is good, but it doesn't actually accomplish much for this turn. I know they have Safekeeper, but I'll still keep that on top. It's not like they have infinite lands. Okay, make a token, go ahead. Titania with Ocelot Pride might be interesting here. Still another turn off of it, but we have fetches in the yard. So if they flip Liberator, they do have technically a block on Ocelot Pride. They bin the monstrosity, okay? I mean, they have enough lands now that they'll probably sack a land to save a creature. I can't path the Hex Drinker, but I could path, like, Liberator to keep my Ocelot Pride from dying. Hmm. Can make him sack 2 lands if I oust and path. Hmm. Interesting, interesting. I mean, they have to guess that something's up here, right? If they want a triple block on Ocelot Pride, I think I'm fine with that. They just double on Hex Drinker. Sure. Then I can oust their other Hex Drinker. I could even try to path and make him sack a land. Seems worth it. No, I should just wait. Yeah, I should just let this trade happen and then I can oust the Hex Drinker and save path for something else. They may even preemptively... No, I guess they wouldn't do that. But if I have like Winds of Abandon or something here, they get kind of punished. But I do have oust, so they get a little punished anyway. So I don't get 2 cats, but I get 1 cat. Chaldea Guardian, okay. GG. All right. Good start. Yeah, I think that'll probably be it for tonight. Kind of a mid-stream, two and some change, 2 hours and some change. But yeah, just the timing of it. I need to go eat some dinner. It's about 8 o'clock, so we got a good deck to look forward to playing tomorrow. I'm pretty happy about this one. This is like some of my favorite types of decks to draft. It's just the 3 or 4 color creature based stuff. I enjoy it. It's nice having those initiative payoffs and things like that. Played against, it seemed like kind of the mirror. I mean, they seem to have some other shenanigans going on that we didn't really see. We just applied too much pressure early. They didn't really assemble any of the what appeared to be some combo stuff with like Torsten, Coveted Jewel. I don't know, but every once in a while too. Sometimes people will draft Vintage Cube and they're not super experienced with it. Not saying that person wasn't, but sometimes it's just kind of a conglomeration of cards that they drafted and they may not know all the interactions. So every once in a while, especially in the first match, or if you lose your first round or something, you might face those those kinds of decks sometimes. But yeah, GG's all around. But thanks for watching. That'll do it for tonight. But I'll be back on tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get on in the morning tomorrow because I have some stuff in the evening. So if I can get on early in the morning and try to do like an extra long stream, I think that's probably how it'll go. But yeah, till then, thanks for watching and take care. Adios.